So you were in this lesson learning how to convert from decimal form to fraction form. So there were 5 questions in this exit pass that you had to attempt. So first of all, looking at this value of 0.003, if you use your column headings, then you should have been able to get there fairly quickly. So obviously that first zero's in the units, the next column is the tenths, the next one after that is the hundredths, the next column after that is the thousands. Therefore that 0.003 clearly represents the fraction of 3 over 1,000. So the answer that you should have chosen was answer B. For question 2, you have 0.709 in terms of your column headings. There's your units, that's your tenths, that's your hundreds, and that is your thousands again. So we go to the last column and we use that as our base for our fraction. So it's 709 out of 1,000. So that should have been answer C that you chose there. Now the key thing here is that you read the whole question, you don't just launch straight in. You've got 0.6 and you're writing it as a fraction, so there's your units, there's your tenths, and then you can say, well, that's 6 tenths. However, right, you are asked to write it in its simplest form, so that does mean that you then needed to spot that you could divide both of those numbers by 2, top and bottom. That would have given you the answer of 3 over 5, which of course is answer A. So make sure you read the question fully and you don't just launch in there and guess. This one's the same, right? Convert 0.24 to a fraction in its simplest form. So in the first instance, 0.24, using the column headings, that's your units, that's your tenths, that's your hundreds. So going down as far as the hundreds means that this is 24 over 100. You then need to think about what can I divide into 24 and 100. You might have been tempted to think, oh, I can divide by 2. That would give you 12 over 50, which is in fact one of the answers there. However, you can still divide further by 2 again, and that would take you to 6 over 25. You may have been able to get there a bit quicker if you'd spotted that you could divide 24 and 100 by 4, so that would have given you in one step. But in any case, the answer should be answer D. Now for this one, what fraction would need to replace the star here? If you're looking at the number 0.47, what have you taken away to get to the answer of 0.43? What's the difference between those two numbers? Well, you could of course just work out by taking the 0.43 away from there, and you will see that the difference between these two numbers is 0.04. Now that means that that is the number that must have been taken away, and 0.04 in terms of using the column headings, right, that would be 4 over 100, and 4 over 100, right, if you simplify it, dividing top and bottom is the same as 1 over 25. So your answer here, right, did require a wee bit of working and a wee bit of working out, would need to be 1 over 25. So give yourself feedback, check any questions that you got wrong, look at why you got wrong and see if you can improve on them.